Hello everyone! Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. My name is Thowan, and in the last episode we made our way to Zora's Domain, and in this episode we are actually heading off to our quest marker point to find out more about what's going on in this area, why there is perpetual bright-eyed crabs and rain. Now let's go figure out what's going on. Also, screw roads, who needs them? Well, we'll come back to this guy. He's interesting. Anyway, as we come up to the main throne room, we have reached Zora's Domain. Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon, or is it Sidon or Sidon? Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Dorephan, ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I've gotten a good look at you, it is too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You don't mean the Link, do you? That champion? So that's where I heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I have heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. Come again? Sleeping, you say? Is that why you do not seem to remember me? But surely you must remember my precious daughter, Mipha, yes? You do you not? Doesn't ring a bell. I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close, yet you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's Domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I truly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. Wahahaha! That is a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's Domain is in danger of vanishing because of the divine beast Vah-Ruta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorephan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more of you. How could you still protest? Muzu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at that very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's Domain. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's Domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. Link? Divine Beast Vah-Ruta has great power. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late it has been mercilessly sprouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For Zora, water and air are as one, so you would not think this would be quite so critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's Domain, but also the areas downstream for us. There, Hylian lives are in very grave danger. The divine beast is crying out once again. The Divine Beast Vah-Ruta. Your Princess Zelda often studied the Divine Beasts, that is, in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through them to stop them. Segen, who is quite shock resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went to search for a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get these orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please here, I beg of you. Please help me stop Ruta's rampaging destruction. What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the Divine Beast and appease it from within? So then, Princess Zelda is still alive? Yes, in the Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. But if we can regain control of the Divine Beasts, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous. Naturally, I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link, let us appease Ruta together. I'm in. Let's do this. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. And we get the Zora armor. It has the same amount of armor as our current stuff, but it gives us the ability to swim faster. So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please, take good care of it. King Dorephan! Surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him, so why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit. That Muzu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the Calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we still need to appease Vah-Ruta, but now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Sidon. I suppose that means you are going to tell him. Link, Muzu is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. Sure thing. And of course, first thing we're going to want to go and do is actually equip our new armor. Yay, now we could swim up stuff. So now we have a new objective, and it's actually to go meet with them down there. Let's see, do you have anything? Hello, welcome. Zora's Domain is currently searching for a Hylian like you. Said this Hylian, I get the feeling I've seen him before, perhaps a long time ago. Come over here. Kia! Kia! Lady Mipha, watch this! I, Segen, the partly named Demon Sergeant, shall strike down the Divine Beast Vah-Ruta. What you doing? You're Link! Finally, I can avenge Lady Mipha. It's been 100 years since you last showed your face here. Now I, Segen, will cut you down myself. What do you mean? Playing dumb, eh? Nice try, but you could not fool me, Champion Link. You were unable to protect Lady Mipha from Calamity Ganon. It has been 100 years since we lost her. Poor Lady Mipha. How heartbreaking. I won't fail her again. There's no way we would ask for your help now, after all this time and after all that has happened. So says I, Segen, the Demon Sergeant. Even if this body of mine is destroyed, I will drown Ruta in shock arrows myself, and in doing so, Lady Mipha's regret shall be alleviated. If you understand anything of courage, then get out of my way at once. But what's really nice is we can't just take his shock arrow. Hey! I'm in the middle of my shock arrow training. I must learn to withstand them. Did I not just tell you that? To commit such violence with the great Segen standing right before you, in that case, you take the responsibility of appeasing the Divine Beast Vah-Ruta. Humph. funny enough because, you know, we've already basically been like, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. So where we're going is actually just down here, down to the statue. I almost landed on you two. So I don't care what you say. Muzu, listen, please. So let's talk to Sidon. Huh, you came all the way here, but it was in vain. Wait, I gotta do his voice. You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Muzu. There is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister Mipha had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No! You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie, not this Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon the Princess Mipha's statue. It is the truth, Muzu. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You were quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? Mipha, I remember. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There is no way you remembered her just now, when it is most convenient. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you are any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. Have you truly not figured it out yet? Simply take a closer look at what Link is wearing. You really think changing your clothes is going to make me... Eh? What in the... That is the Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her hurt belonged to, and who she made that special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him, and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mipha never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help us save it. You must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you already have it figured out. Humph. I never would have imagined she would make that special arbor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose that is our only option at this point. I'm a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behavior toward you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder is called Ploymus Mountain, and there you'll also find the Shatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volleys after volleys of shock arrows. Even a single one will be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean the Lionel. He is a man-beast, that one. The man-beast does wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate you need, at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Why do you still doubt him, Muzu? I have no doubt he'll be triumphant. Okay, Link, let's get moving. The fastest way to Police Mountain is to ascend the waterfall east of the domain. The Zora armor should come in handy. Just swim to the waterfall basin and then go up the waterfall from there. I'll wait at East Reservoir Lake, right by the Divine Beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows and then come join me. I'm on it. Wonderful. Together we shall stop the Divine Beast's onslaught. Alright, and we have our next objective in hand, but what I'd like to go ahead and do first is check out some of the local stores here first off. We have ice arrows up here. Actually, I didn't know that. Didn't actually ever, didn't ever occur to me that you guys had shock arrows up here. Can I talk to you? I can. Hey! You're a Hylian, aren't you? It's rare to see your kind around here. As for me, I was roaming nearby during my travels when Prince Sidon recruited me and brought me here. That's because I can touch shock arrows, but I also weigh, well, a lot. There's no way I'd be able to carry you on my back. That's what Prince Sidon said to me. That was kind of rude of him, wasn't it? Well, you are a Goron, and you are basically a rock band. I don't blame him one bit. Alright, so there are actually a few side quests we can gather around this area. If we also need to cook food, we can cook it here. Oh, I'm so mad at her. I need to go back to the Bank of Wishes to send a letter, but Mom won't let me go because of the water monster. She treats me like I'm still a child. It's so condescending. It's really terrible to be that awkward Zora age where I'm a young woman, but I haven't had my growth spurt yet. Just my luck to be a late bloomer. I'll probably never grow taller. Ugh, it's awful to be me sometimes. I doubt Hylians have to deal with nonsense like this since you age so fast. You're so lucky. Letter? Whenever I put a letter in a bottle and send it down Zora River, I always get a reply without fail. I wonder what he's like, the one responding to my letters. I want to meet him so badly. Bank of Wishes. The Bank of Wishes is halfway down Zora River. If you send a letter down the river from the Bank of Wishes and get a reply, that person will be yours forever. That's how the legend goes, anyway. Do you need anything else? And who are you? I'm Finley. All the other girls are head over flippers for Prince Sidon, but not me. I believe everyone has their own special prince out there, just waiting for them. Do you need anything else? Goodbye. Okay, goodbye then. Welcome to the Seabed Inn. Oh, he said something about meeting Link 100 years ago and being surprised. We're always happy to provide some sound sleep to weary travelers. Welcome to the Seabed Inn. Would you like to rest here? And yeah. We're not going to be resting here because we don't need it. We're at full HP. So, what I'd like to do is actually go and take some time to cook up some grub, and then we will be on our way. Alright, I've gone ahead and filled myself up on the number of meals we are able to carry. And now if we actually go ahead and take a look around Zora's domain, there should be a few different quests we are able to get at this point. Oh, it's you! We met at Zora's River. It's me, Leto. Thank you for coming so quickly. You listened to what King Dorphan had to say. Yes, so that is the cause of our suffering in Zora's domain. It's all because of that beast Ruda. That's why my senior apprentice, Frank, and are repairing the domain. However, our materials are a bit depleted. Materials? Yes, repairs require a large amount of luminous stones. If you can find plenty of them around Upland Zoraland. Have you, by chance, already stumbled across some luminous stones during your travels? By instance, do you have 10 of them? I don't think we actually have 10. I know we have a few. To be exact, we do have 2. Okay. So this is a side quest you can do. I recommend that if you do have 10 luminous stones to come back and bring them to him. We will be showing this off eventually, what happens when you do bring him 10 luminous stones, but not at this moment, because we don't have them. So you don't have a side quest for us. There are going to be people who have side quests for us that are along the same lines of what we're going to be doing already. So I do recommend just coming around, talking to people, just because the extra money will sometimes help out. Let's see here. Take the Sneaky River Sea Snail. How about that? Your size. So something I will point out, because I'm not going to talk to everyone, I've already done it on my own playthrough, is, and I'm sorry, I have just, apparently I have something stuck in my throat. Actually, I will talk to this guy. He makes a good, he doesn't make a good point, but it gives you a little bit more background. Well, Wolf, it's always nice to have a visitor here. Thank you for journeying to our fair Zora's domain. Wait a moment, you're Link. The perpetrator who forced Lady Mipha to join his crusade 100 years ago, only to be destroyed by Calamity Ganon. As though I could never forget that face. You should know that the elderly here who love Lady Mipha still remember you, and they still resent you. I, however, resent the deed and not the person. I also believe in allowing the mistakes of the past to wash away. Link, I am retired from my role as a priestess. I am now living my life free from the material concerns of this world. However, ever since I retired, every day is more boring than the last. Spending day after day in idleness, only to pass from this world soon. Link, as I'm sure you're well aware, an afterlife lays claim to all. We never know when it'll beckon. If during your travels you'll meet any engaged couples, I would like you to introduce them to me. Joining two souls is a true honor, one I shall stake my life on. Just one more wedding and I shall be fulfilled. And we do, in a way, then have another side quest. Good morning. You are Link, right? Why do you ask? Prince Sidon ran off through the eastern gate. He was shouting something like, I'm off to stop the divine beast! Link the Hylian is coming with me! I assume that means you're going to Polymus Mountain in search of shock arrows. Yeah? If so, I have a request that is somewhat related. There's a red-maned monster named Lionel that lives on Polymus Mountain. I really need a picture of a Lionel. It can be a picture of any red-maned Lionel, not just the one at the top of the mountain. What do you say? Can you get me a picture of a Lionel? Understood. I'm glad that was settled so quickly. See, there's this fool in the domain who goads people into jumping off the Shatterback Point of Polymus Mountain. It's an incredibly dangerous jump, and this guy pressures people into jumping off by questioning their courage. He's a real bottom feeder. If this keeps up, someone is surely going to wind up horribly injured. I need a picture of the Lionel to show everyone how scary they are. That way, maybe people will stop going up there. Does that answer your question, Link? I'll leave the details to you. Just bring me a picture of the Lionel so I can describe them in terrible detail. Thank you. And so we do have a side quest that involves going up and seeing the Lionel. So we actually pull out our bow, just as a quick, easy way. We do already have 7 shock arrows, so that's actually not bad. Let's see here. We're almost out of time for this episode, though. So what I would like to do is head back to... Wait, what's this? Oh, that's the Ancient Tech Lab. I need to go back to Kakariko Village. Up here. And if we go ahead and head out this way into the forest instead of into Kakariko Village... Okay, that's those things. I thought I heard a Korok, and I'm like, wait, has there been a Korok here this entire time and I haven't seen it? Also... Magical money shitting bunnies. Yeah, shoot those. If you see them, shoot them with your bow. Because they apparently drop money. Now, you'll notice that we're coming up to a huge plant here. And the reason this is so important is because, one, it does have these fairies around it. So we're going to want to grab a couple of these for the journey ahead, I should say. You want to be really careful when you come up to them because obviously they are kind of skittish. They do fly away when startled. Come down here, you little butt. Damn it. Okay. Well, anyway, here's the main attraction. Examine. Boy. Sweet boy. Please. Listen to my story. Okay. I'm the Great Fairy Cortera. This place was once a beautiful spring, but as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers arrived to offer me rupees. As a result, my power has abandoned me. I'm nearly powerless now, so I beg your help. I need rupees to become whole again. All I need is 100 rupees. Once my power has been restored, I can help you do great things, boy. Now, if you have rupees, hand them over to me quickly. In order for me to regain power, I need 100. Here you go. Thank you, you are too kind. Ah, the power. It's overflowing! And with that, we have found a great fairy fountain. Oh, what a feeling. The first breath of fresh air after an eternity of decay. It's just so intoxicating. Thanks to you, I've been returned to my former glory. And as they say, one good deserves another. I could help you, boy. Allow me to enhance your clothing. It's the least I could do, but I will need the necessary materials. With the power available to me, I should be able to enhance your clothing a little bit. Enhance away. So with that, we do have the ability to enhance our Zora armor, as well as our Hylian trousers. So it looks like we need Bokoblin horns and Lizov horns. So let's go ahead and enhance this. Alright, let me do my thing. With that, our Zora armor has been upgraded. You heard about set bonuses, right? How a set of clothing that have been enhanced twice have a bonus, but only if you wear the whole set. Well, and not all sets have a bonus. Do you want me to enhance any other clothes? Yes, we do. So we're going to have her go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to have her enhance both of these, Hylian tunic and the trousers. So let's go ahead and have her do that. Skip the animation this time just because it does take a little bit of time. And we're going to have her enhance our trousers as well. Because one thing that it does do is it does give us extra armor. And that's actually going to be really helpful to us in not dying. Because I enjoy not dying. See you later. She did mention there that she does have sisters. I accidentally skipped over it because I thought it was the same text. I'm good at life, I know. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to go and call it here for this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I am going to go pray to the goddess statue. I'm going to get us one more stamina and one more heart. But that's all I'm going to really do off screen. So either way guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you did, hit that like button. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Either way, my name has been Thowan, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!